about you guys, but I'm so excited that it's Friday. I've been looking forward to the weekend since Monday started. It's just been a crazy busy week from like school, from the business, from projects, campaigns, so much happening. And I'm just ready for the weekend. Plus, it's Mother's Day weekend, so that means that I get an entire day to just do nothing. I say that, but then I'm gonna start creating some projects to create something for me to do, and of course, right? But I don't care. I'm just ready. I hope you guys had an amazing week. And now I'm gonna start preparing dinner for tonight. And you guys know that Fridays are my vegetarian days. So I gotta make something fun and exciting. And I was thinking I'll do my dal and rice and a vegetable. I was thinking of maybe doing okra today. I had some that I chipped from early in the week, and maybe something like falafel, which is great because of the chickpeas and the chana. It's a great source of protein. The kids love it. And maybe some samosa also. So let's get started and let's start the weekend. My Mosi called me up. My Mosi is my mom's sister. She's the younger one. And she was like, the cutting board that you're using, you gotta throw that thing away. It's ugly for one, and it's not good. It's not healthy to use that. So, and it's so true. So I'm glad that she pointed that out, because when you use the plastic ones, you're basically cutting like bits of plastic or microplastics into your food, which you don't want plastic in your food for obvious reasons. And to use like a wood cutting board or a bamboo cutting board. So she surprised me. She sent me a whole bunch of different sizes, and I'm so happy that she did that, because that was one of the things I had in the back of my mind to do and to replace, but I was like, I'm gonna get to it one of these days. So thank you so much for sending it to me. We'll see. So this is my secret when I'm making dal really fast. I use a immersion blender to speed up the process. It's pretty much cooked through. I'm just helping it along. I normally do it with a dal chutney, but I'm a little bit busy today and I can't really watch or finish up a long process of cooking dal. So there you go, finished. Now I'm gonna chunk it. And that's it, all finished. It took about half an hour to make all of this dal. Now I'm chunking my dal. I'm toasting some garlic with the jeera in my dabu. And when it's a little bit brown, I don't like burning the garlic also, so just lightly toast it. Okay, we're almost there. I don't know why I laugh, but every time when I was younger, I would always remember my mom laughing, or she said something about her seeing somebody laugh every time they chunk it all. So that was like a little habit or something that I always do myself too. But there you go, perfect, nice, yummy dal to go with my okra for later. Time to fry my okra. This was the okra that I chipped from last week. I think it's so funny how like every Caribbean household has a bag of like frozen riri pepper with like their fire pepper or like scorpion. So my bag's getting almost empty. So good thing we're setting more seeds and planting more over the summer. All right, let's talk about another unpopular thing that I do. So when I make my okra, some people cut the okra, lay it out flat, and like let it dry like overnight, or they put it in the oven like in a low temperature to dry out all the slime, or even like cut it or just leave it out in the sun to dry it out. So I don't do any of that. I just chip it, put it in my freezer bag, and then freeze it. When I'm ready to cook it, It still looks like it's a little bit slimy right now, but trust me, if you put it on low heat and you cook it in a cast iron pan like this, it'll dry it out or just like get rid of that slimy stickiness. And I like keeping that slime because it's the nutrients of the okra. I like that part of it. Why would you get rid of that part? Now that we're talking about the okra and the slime, I just remember this funny story that my mom told me about when they were back in Guyana. My dad wanted to help out in the kitchen, so he was helping to chip the okra. And what he did was he washed the okra after he chipped it. So imagine the amount of slime that was probably there, like how messy it got. So he was saying that he can't seem to clean it, or like this thing is so slimy, like what do I do? So quick PSA, make sure you wash your okra before you chip it, not after. Okra's finished frying, and what I did was I propped it so the oil that I have in there could drain and separate out from the okra. And mind you, I didn't add a lot of oil, so this is all of the extra oil that's drained out from the okra. And you see how it looks? It's not slimy at all, and it's whole, or it doesn't look like choka, as my mom would say, where you turn it a whole bunch of times and it looks like messy looking. But it's perfect. More?